Hey guys, it's been a while since I made a video, but we thought that we would come down and just chit chat and give you guys a recap of how our 2020 went. This is my husband. Babe, say your name.
What's up? This Tim.
Yeah. All right, so what do you want to talk about first? Oh, of course, the pandemic, COVID. We're supposed to get married in April of this year, but COVID thought they were gonna stopped our big wedding. What happened? Well, everything shut down, in March?
Yeah.
So where I work at, my company was closed for 9 weeks for the shelter at stay. That was the second week of March. We were supposed to have gotten married on April 24th. So our venue called me, was wanting to reschedule the wedding date. And so I told them June 5th, but we couldn't get married June 5th because he actually had to have surgery on that day. And so I wanted to get a refund. And long story short, that's a whole nother story. Needless to say, we lost thousands of dollars. So we didn't get our full refund from the venue that we chose for our wedding. So we decided to go to the courthouse and get our marriage license.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got it, we were told that it would expire because we still were going to get married on the 24th of April. We just wasn't going to have that big wedding that we had planned. But we went to the courthouse to get our marriage license. And the reason why we did that because the courthouse was closing that next day and they didn't know when they were going to open up again. And our marriage license would have expired still before our initial wedding date. So Tim decided, hey, let's just go ahead and get married this weekend. So we didn't tell anybody what we were doing. We called the pastor who was going to marry us, who happened to be a good friend of ours as well. And he was preaching at church on that Sunday. And because of COVID, he didn't have a lot of people there, just the people to run the cameras for the live stream and the musicians that were there. So we went, called up one of my best friends to be a witness, and long story short, we got married. I was able to walk down the aisle, not walk down the aisle. My son was going to have an older son. He was going to give me away, but that didn't happen. But nonetheless, we had a wedding. It was very, very small, very, very intimate. The people that needed to be there were there, of course, he and I. And we decided that we weren't really going to tell anybody. Well, we told our parents after the fact. And that was it. And then I think maybe, 2-3 months ago, I decided to change my name on Facebook.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and so when I did that, that's when most people thought that we got married, but we had been married for months. So instead of us getting married April 24th of 2020, we got married when, babe? Tim. March what? March 20 something.
27.
No.
29.
See, he doesn't know. He still has April 24th stuck in his head. No, yeah, we got married March 29th of
I'm just
2020.
saying that so she can think it on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we got married. During the pandemic. So there's still love in the midst of a pandemic. I was home. He still had to work because he was considered an essential worker. None of us got COVID. We were definitely blessed not to anyone in our immediate family not to get COVID. Even though when I went back to work in the end of May, from May up until literally recently, I've been quarantined. What would you say, 5 times?
A whole lot of times.
Yeah, 4 or 5 times. Most of the times was due to my job because where I work at is inedible or what have you, the company that I work for. So it's crazy. So, and then my middle child, he was quarantined because he was exposed at school. So I was home with him, so I guess that didn't count. So maybe a total of 5 times that I had been quarantined, but definitely been blessed without having to get COVID at all. What else happened with us with 2020, babe?
You took the corona test and had like a baby.
Oh, well, In my defense, when I took a test with him, that was when they were going all the way in the back of your nasal cavity. That's not a good feeling at all.
But it was funny.
Yeah. So I was a little babyish and squeamish and all that good stuff. But by the time I had my 5th or 6th test, I was a pro, and they don't go all the way in the back of your nose. They just do the front part of your nasal cavity. What else with those 2020, babe?
I had surgery.
Oh yeah, he had surgery.
Yeah,
he had neck surgery, and the hospital he had surgery at, that's more a teaching hospital in the town that we live at, and there were like a ton of COVID cases. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to the hospital with him, and he had to stay for 2 days, and I wasn't able to go to see him. So the only thing we were able to do was FaceTime one another during that time. But his surgery was a success and went well, and picked him up, and he was home for about 2 months of recovery time after the surgery, which worked out perfectly. Well, no, I was back at work, but I wasn't working a lot of hours at that time.
I was home about 3 months.
You were home about 3 months? Okay, yeah. So he was home for about 3 months, and I was back at work, but wasn't working a lot of hours, and I was able to tend to him and care for him. What else went on with us in 2020? Trying to think.
Coronavirus.
Well, talked about that.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, just a lot of stuff. Like a lot of good stuff, really. I know a lot of people have complained was like 2020 sucked, and
it did.
It did in regards to the pandemic and lives being lost and people getting COVID and people losing jobs. That was really devastating, and it sucked. We were just fortunate and blessed to be able to have our jobs, not miss a paycheck whatsoever, to keep it moving, which was a good thing. We both gained, well, the whole family actually put on some quarantine weight, being at home, not being able to, I guess, like live life like we were before in the past. It was hard for the younger boys because they play sports and they're used to being busy and on the go, and because of COVID, they couldn't play ball this summer. They couldn't play ball in the spring. They couldn't play ball in the summer. And we're actually just started winter ball up, and they're playing for their school and then for a rec league. And hopefully nothing will get shut down. But like I said, where we live at, the cases are just high, and people are walking around not wearing a mask. And I'm not saying that the masks prevent you from getting COVID, but it's just, a safety measure. Oh, well, I've decided that I'm going to take the vaccine just because of the line of work that I'm in, and I haven't gotten COVID. My husband here, right now, he's against it at all for his reasons, and he has valid reasons, and I have valid reasons of why I'm going to take it. The only underlying health condition that I have that I would say would be I have a vitamin D deficiency. That's it. But I can take supplements, which I'm really bad. I'm bad about taking pills. But my goal is to start getting some vitamin D in me before I take the vaccine, which of course there's 2 boosters. And I know the vaccine does not necessarily prevent you from getting COVID, but the vaccine will, change or alter the RNA to build up antibodies. So if you do get COVID, it won't possibly be as bad. But again, this is new. We don't know. We're learning every day. It affects people differently. I personally know several people who have taken it and they haven't had any negative side effects from it whatsoever. And then I hear other stories from people that I know who know somebody that knows somebody who has taken the vaccine and have had negative side effects. But I believe it's just your personal choice. I don't judge anyone who decides to take the vaccine, and I definitely don't judge anyone who decides not to take the vaccine. But as we stand, pro-vaccine. He's anti-vaccine as of right now, and we'll see. And I probably could change my mind
Yeah, because I'm not changing mine.
the day I to go take the vaccine. But hey, a lot of people think it's poison that they're putting in your body, or they're putting a microchip in your body, or what have you. But we'll see. But again, right now, I want to take the vaccine. He doesn't. What else is going on?
A bunch of people at the job got the corona.
Oh yeah, my job, we had
Our job got nothing but corona.
Yeah, we had a lot of people to get COVID at my job, adults and kids alike. Unfortunately, I think he had about 8 people.
Probably 10 at the moment.
Yeah, we had a lot of people, and a lot of people in quarantine at one time with COVID. I just ask everybody, just try to social distance as much as possible, to wear your mask, to be responsible, get tested, especially if you're going to be out in these streets living it up. Go get tested. A lot of people are asymptomatic and they don't have symptoms, but they're giving it to other people, and some people whose immune system is not healthy enough to fight off COVID, they're passing away. So just be responsible when it comes to just being out in public. What else, babe? We had no work, got married during the pandemic. So today is New Year's Eve, and typically we are spending New Year's Eve with friends and stuff, doing vision boards. We're not gonna do that this year. We're literally gonna just stay in the house, and we're gonna do vision boards as a family, write down our goals that we want to achieve in 2021, personal, together as a couple, me as a mom, as a wife, and just as an individual. We did that last year, right? Year before last. And I think we both did our vision boards, and we pretty much achieved just about everything that we had on our board. So that's our goal again this year, to do that. So I'm excited about doing that tonight. Let's see. What else?
Christmas.
Oh yeah, Christmas was good. I have a older son who is in the military, so he was able to come home and spend about a week with us, which was exciting, and I was able to spoil him a little bit. And then every Christmas Eve, my husband's kids come over, and we open up gifts for them and all of that good stuff. And they came, and that was fun and exciting. I made a cheese and vegetable tray, and some buffalo chicken dip. And what did you make, right?
Some wings.
Yeah, he made some four different types of flavored wings, and those, what are they called? The little wingy thingies with the barbecue sauce.
Oh, the little, just wings, just little hot dog.
Oh yeah, a little hot dog thing.
They call them Smokies.
Yeah, Smokies. And we just hung out as a family. Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day, got up, opened up gifts with the 2 young boys, and we exchanged gifts. And then I ended up having to take my son back, meet his dad halfway, so he can spend Christmas Day with his dad. And yeah, so Christmas was good. Christmas was really good. Yeah, I got what I wanted for Christmas. She got some good stuff. I did pretty good for you.
Yeah, you did pretty straight.
Yeah, so I did pretty good. Yeah. Let's see. What else?
And now we're here.
Yeah, now we're here. Hey, it's Christmas Eve. We made it through 2020.
Christmas Eve.
I mean, let me not go backwards.
It's a more Christmas present.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. We made it to the last day of 2020. A lot of people, unfortunately, can't say that. We can. We're grateful. We're thankful for that. Then my son had asked me to describe 2020 in one word, and my word was, I said it was eventful. Babe, what did you say?
Chaotic.
Chaotic. What did Trey say?
Different.
Yeah, Trey said it was different. And then my youngest son, he said it was good. And I thought that was interesting. And for him, it was good. Hey, he went on, trucked with life as if nothing had changed whatsoever. So I guess that is a good thing. So we're excited about 2021, what 2021 is going to bring. Hopefully we can make more of these videos. Sit down and chat with you guys, keep you guys updated on things that's going on in our life, and yeah. So we're out.
Peace.